Are the judges ready? And the timer? The audience?
Begin recording. There were just some people, mostly college students, gathered at the square. They had some soldiers and tanks gathered there to protect the people, to make sure everyone was safe. When they told the people it was time to leave, most everyone dispersed. When the tanks were turning around, some of the people hadn't heard it was time to disband, and they got confused and ran the wrong way. It was not their fault they got hurt. Neither was it the fault of those in the tanks.
That's not what I saw. I saw tanksmen stand in the face of tyranny.
Communism is a well-oiled government and will never do anything to hurt its people. Stop recording. What is your name?
Chen.
Chen. Comrades, hold it down. Chen, you must listen. You are a student, and students are the backbone of Red China. No one should be spreading lies about something they thought they saw. Stand down now! Commence recording. Nothing happened at Tiananmen Square.
Communism Unleashed, a true story, written by Karis Tanksley, copyright 2011. The incident at Tiananmen Square happened in 1989, 23 years ago. Terrible. But what's the point of bringing up old stuff? I thought this until my mother and I met two very special people. My mother went to China in 2007 to give English teacher training. While she was there, she met Ying and stayed at her house. Whenever they wanted to drive somewhere, they called their driver, who was very friendly.
Please, get in. So, how was your weather in the States?
Well, it never rains where I live. It's always around about 76 degrees.
Wonderful. Where to?
Take us to the Roast Duckling. It is a restaurant. We are going there to have a school meeting. I want you to meet Chen, another teacher. Chen was 18 when the Tiananmen Massacre took place. Now she is 41 and a Christian. I know how you like history. I do. So she was there? Could she tell me what happened? Sadly not. She was brainwashed. Brainwashing? What is that?
对不起, you don't know?
Well, I've heard of it, but what was your experience?
Brainwashing is basically re-education. 当然, that's an understatement.
Well, what do you think?
Driver can tell you about Tiananmen Square if anyone can. He knows this city like the back of his hand.
Driver, what happened at Tiananmen Square?
Tiananmen Square. It is very beautiful, pride of our country. Mile Square in front of the forbidding city gate, full of statues. Very beautiful. But you were talking about June 4th, 1989?
Yes.
A day I'll never forget. Tiananmen Square was full of college students peacefully protesting the communist government. They were quietly holding many placards and posters saying, "We want more voice in government, freedom for businesses, and less government, more people." I was not a taxi driver then. I was a truck driver, delivery man for a restaurant. I delivered a big stack of rice bowls for the college students to eat and was going back to get more when I got an urgent call from my dispatch. "Don't go to Tiananmen Square. The government has told everyone to get out of Tiananmen Square, and those who stay will have the blood on their own heads." Of course, I stayed away from Tiananmen Square for a little while, but I didn't believe my dispatch. Why would the government run over its own people? But less than an hour later, at dusk, I was driving near Cheng and the big street leading up to the square when I felt the shaking of the ground, and I heard a noise. The noise. It rumbled deep and low like thunder. I rolled my window down, and I heard a high noise like machines complaining. "The tanks," I said. "They are coming." A man with his wife ran past my car yelling, "Get into your houses and turn off your lights. They're coming." I leaned out my window. They said they would not attack until the square, and I don't. Then I swerved away from Tiananmen and didn't stop accelerating for 10 blocks. What happened? Why did you do that? I heard the machine guns. The soldiers started shooting before they even got to the square. They shot at some people who were trusting enough to have stayed outside and shot into houses with lights on. I found that out later when I found bullet holes in the buildings lining the street. You can still see those holes. Everyone was afraid. I was 10 blocks away and counting when I pulled myself together. Go back to Tiananmen Square, I told myself. Little did I know what I would find there.
Why would they do it? Why would they kill their own citizens?
The whole city was in unrest. The students wanted a voice, so they were standing peacefully in the square. The military and the tanks and the trucks came and surrounded the city. Some people, not the students, came out and burned the trucks. So the government told everyone to leave Tiananmen Square. The students were there to make a point that freedom cannot be silenced, so they stayed.
They stayed? But that would mean... Oh, no.
The city has run out of ambulances! People were shouting to me as I drove back to the square. There was blood in the streets! Army tanks have run over some of the students trying to clear them out! I rode back to the square, hardly believing my ears. How could our government do this? How could they answer this to a watching world? I went into the square, and as all the trucks in the square were coming in, ambulances were coming out, full of dead, dying, and bloodied students. I could not believe my eyes. As many students were on the ground, writhing and crying, screaming. There seemed to be that many ambulances coming in for more. Watch out! I want you to know, before Tiananmen Square, all we Chinamen were proud of our country. Proud of our country. We still are. Ready to fight for our country. It's our country, right or wrong. All the way to the hospital, with the sound of the wailing students assailing my ears, always the thought, how could they do this? Cyclist, watch where you're going! I'm just a poor truck driver. Most of the Chinese people are like myself. Poor, no chance of advancement. But we would stand by China no matter what. What was that? Rickshaw. Bicycle with a car. They think they own the road.
Oh, please continue.
Well, since Tiananmen Square, we are all disillusioned. It is now only the army that holds the party together. And see it. Before 1989, the army was all loyal. Now I have talked to many soldiers. More and more of them are becoming dissatisfied because of what they saw and did at the square. My heart was crushed in me. My mind was swirling with questions. I could not believe my eyes and ears. And several days later, on all the TVs in the city, would broadcast the words, "Nothing happened at Tiananmen Square." And since then, no one talks or hears about the massacre.
What about the students? How did they silence them?
You mean the ones that survived? Those who lost their loved ones dead on the square. Fear gripped the city, as did martial law. No one was allowed to go in or near Tiananmen Square the day after. When I went to Tiananmen Square, there was no more blood or bodies. All traces had been erased. The students who survived were brainwashed.
Brainwashed? But what about you? Why do you remember?
Yeah, that's my position. Poor truck driver. They never take me down. But most students were brainwashed. It is dehumanizing. They starve you and beat you and play sporadic white noise over and over for months until you are on the verge of insanity, but still alive. Then they play recording and program that computer. It is useless to tell them the truth. I have tried. They told the students that the pictures from the West were photoshopped. They told them, cannot trust Western media.
I can't wait for you to meet Ted. Remember, she was there too.
Don't let what he says discourage you.
It is true, but it won't always be this way.
In another 10 years, would those who are in power pass away? Those who know the truth will rise, and things will change. Chen, meet man.
Ni hao, Mary.
Ni hao, Ma Chen.
A year after my mother went to China, in 2008, she invited Chen over to our house. Mom told me as their van pulled up, "Here's your chance, Chen. Chen was at Tiananmen Square. You could interview her for your history class." Oh, perfect! It's good to meet you, Mary.
It's so good to see you again.
Oh. What may I call you? Oh, call me Chen. Well, it's good to meet you, Chen. About life in China? Of course you may. What would you like to ask me about? Well, what's your take on Tiananmen Square? Tiananmen Square? There was much I could tell you. What would you like? What specifically? 1989. Oh, that. There were some people hurt, but it was not their fault they got hurt. Neither was it the fault of those in the tanks. Nothing happened at Tiananmen Square.